What up, farm? How you going? So we got the canola all finished, and now we're just deciding what our next move is. We're actually up at my place at the wheat paddock. We're just about to rub some heads out and test the moisture and see what it does. We just rubbed a few grains out by hand and tested them 5 times, and it's 9.9 is the average here, which wheat's got to be 12.5 in our area, below 12.5 to be able to be delivered. So we're well within our moisture range here, so job might be on. But we're going to head down the other end of the paddock and have a check just to see if it's any different down there.
Now has the information at hand to understand.
Right, we're down the bottom end of the paddock. There's a bit of frost damage down here, but all in all it looks pretty good. Dad and Onion are just rubbing out some grain and we're going to give it a test. 9.7, 9.6, 9.4, 9.2. The average is 9.5. So that's a full 3 moisture points under where it needs to be. So it's ready to go. Just like that, we're into the wheat harvest. And so far it's looking pretty good. But we have started on our best paddock, I think. The wheat price just at the moment has shot up to like $415 a ton, which is incredible. And the wheat is ripe and ready to harvest. So we thought, why not get into it, get a bit off, or get all of our wheat off, deliver it, try and get it sold while the price is high. So that's what we're doing. Alright, so I've just been into GrainCorp Lillimar. I took a sample of our wheat in there, and they do a little test on it. They test the moisture, the protein, the screenings, a whole heap of stuff to see what grade it makes. Anyway, it made H2, so that's the top quality. So I'm really happy because that's top quality, top price. The price is really good at the moment. So we're gonna head back home and yeah, get into some more harvesting. Alright, so this paddock is yielding too good to make it all the way up and back on one boxful without overflowing. So I've cut halfway down and I'm going to cut it up and back across the middle here so that I can come from that end up here, turn around and go back, so that I don't get stuck up the wrong end of the paddock where the bin is not, with a full box full of grain. And I've picked the AB line off the north end of the paddock so that it's a straight pass up and back through here. I like how neat the ag leader system makes it all. It's good. So as you may know, there's been a lot of rain and weather damage through New South Wales and Victoria, eastern Victoria. I know that some fellas that have had some damage watch these videos, so my heart goes out to you fellas. It really is heartbreaking to watch other people go through that. And it's probably tough watching me harvest these crops, but yeah, our turn will come, I'm sure of that. It's just a game of farming. But yeah, look out for your mates, check in on them. It's going to be tough for people who are going through this. Yeah, it's really tough to see crops in front of you just disappear where you can't harvest them. So yeah, look out for your mates. We're thinking of you. You're not alone. Reach out, have a chat to me. I'm happy to chat. Yeah. Buckle down the hatches and go again next year.
The silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape. Let's escape. Let's escape. Let's escape.
Alright, so we got this first bin full, or thereabouts. It's come in pretty cold. Oh, spilled a bit of grain there. It's come in pretty cold, so even though it's not dark, I'm gonna knock off. Because grain doesn't thrash very good when it's cold. But I don't normally do this. I'm going to change it up, and before I go home and have a shower, I'm going to blow down the header, and then it'll be all ready to go in the morning after I give it a grease. Well, I started blowing down, but then my battery went flat, so I'm just going to knock off. I'll just do it tomorrow. Right guys, we're back out here again this morning. Got a fully charged battery in the blower. We're about to blow the header down, but before we do, you may have noticed I've got a new hat on. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had a chance to look at it all, but I got this parcel from Georgia in the UK. Her family works alongside Case IH in England, and yeah, this hat's just one of the things, and I'm really thankful to have it. And yeah, so thanks Georgia, I really appreciate it. But anyway, let's blow the header down. Until the sunrise, these open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Wave goodbye to your city life, and say hello to the desert sky. These open highways are calling our name. Alright, we're into the wheat for another day. We're up to about nearly 17 hectares done. It's good. Box is nearly full. Looks a bit rough through the window, but it's making a good sample in the box, so yeah. She's going good. The price is good, and I'm happy. So driving the header, long hours on the header can get quite boring, so if you want another playlist to listen to, something a bit different, check out on SoundCloud Chippies. We're currently listening to it. It's not playing at the moment, but it's a bit of something different, and yeah, keeps the interest levels high, that's for sure. Can't see anything through that window whatsoever, but Brock is back loading up his truck with another load of wheat off to the silos, and yeah, off to go and get a cracking price, hopefully. Launching back into it. We've got not too much left in this paddock, maybe 10 hectares or so. We'll be all done. Anyway, it's all going very well. Yeah, gotcha, Dad.
Yeah, Brock's coming back for another load.
Oh, perfect. Will we move the auger up to these other bins?
I would say just keep moving into this one down here if you can.
Yeah, rightio. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, there's quite a lot of rubbish in there. Quite a lot. There's a few reasons for that. It's getting quite cold, or quite cool tonight. It's not very warm, and grain doesn't thrash very well when it's cold. I tried shutting my concaves down, opening it up, a bit of stuff, didn't really do too much. So I'm going to try closing my top sieve a little bit, see if that keeps a little bit out. Yeah. We'll have a look in our repeat elevator. What's in there? So this is what's come out of the top sieve. It's come through the top sieve but hasn't made it through the bottom sieve. So in here there's a lot of chaff, a lot of short straws, a few good grains but not many, a few cracked grains. That's pretty good. Maybe we could close the bottom down slightly. So I've changed my mind. We're going to open this back up to where it was. Just like that. And I'm going to close my bottom sieve just slightly. See if that makes a difference. Thank you, cameraman. So I just got a notification on my phone that the load that Brock took in had been delivered, and it went ASW, which is a lesser grade again. The reason being our protein was down 10 from 11, I think it was 11.9 the last lot, 10.4 this one. So the price is still $384 if we wanted to sell it today, and yeah, still a cracking price, but just a shame that the protein was down. Oh no, it's overflowing, or it was, but it stopped. So it must have only just overfilled it. But anyway, we're heading back to the bins. And Brock is back for another load, so we're going to unload it into his truck. So we just emptied that bin down there. Now we've hooked the auger on. Brock's up there somewhere, and we're going to these other bins, and we're going to top him up, and then he's going to deliver that load, and then come back out, get another load and deliver that as well. So we'll be all empty and ready to go for tomorrow. There he goes, another load off to the silos.